Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome to another Level 857 Video Game Podcast. And we are your hosts, Al G857.
Sure about that?
Not really, no.
Sure.
Jason Sticks.
That's it. That was so fast. You guys caught me off guard. I thought you were going to say.
You forgot your name, too?
You forgot your name, huh?
I'm the same in both podcasts, motherfuckers.
no.
Eric, a.k.a. the 23rd Stallion Suckers. And we got a guest here.
That's
Oh,
right.
boy.
You might have seen him on Level 857 Versus.
Make some noise, y'all.
Oh, shit.
We call him
Yeah, right.
one of my victims. No, I'm just kidding.
Excuse
Damn.
me?
Big Choco.
Hold
That's
on, wait
right.
a second. Wait a second.
Filling in for Turbo.
Filling in for Turbo as he parties in Africa.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing. Good for him.
Lucky bastard.
I'm glad to be here.
Screw.
Lucky bastard.
Screw.
I'm glad to be taking another black man's job.
Wow.
One gets fired, the other one gets hired.
Shouldn't be damn. Cutthroat, man. It's cutthroat.
Turb, you're fired. You're fired, bro.
We fired Turbo. That's the truth. Let me stop.
Got tired of his shit and slurring, fucking up intros and
Fucking up all the
For the new year.
intros.
For the new year, we started out different.
Yeah. I know, right? That's
So-
true, yeah.
So happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy
man.
New Year.
Happy New Year,
Cheers.
suckers. Yeah, cheers, motherfuckers. Cheers. Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
New Year. Happy New Year.
Cheers, yeah.
Watch out for the
Yeah, I
laptop.
told you, I
Watch
told
out for the
you.
laptop.
First
Watch out
pedal.
for the
Oh, shit. Let me
laptop.
stop.
Laptop.
So is there any news, gaming news at all
Kind of.
that we know?
What you got?
A little bit of
the.
the rumored Nintendo Direct on January 11th.
What is that?
When is it?
That's where Nintendo showcases all these lovely, amazing games that are coming this year.
Did we
said-
get
Any idea?
tickets?
There's
Still tickets.
Do we get tickets?
I hear rumors of a Grand Theft Auto 5. I hear rumors of perhaps a Smash Brothers Deluxe or maybe a sequel announcement also.
If they release a Grand Theft Auto 5, I might come in my pants. I might come in my
he
pants.
just-
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Oh, yeah.
Just-
I might. I just might.
that's nasty.
It's an old game.
It's very
Can we talk about GTA 6?
I recently just beat that game. Actually,
Wow.
last year, Grand Theft
It's
Auto
good.
5. Yeah, you can check it
It's
on
a great
the
game.
On the channel.
It's awesome.
Check out my
Shameless
stream.
plug. I like that.
My Let's
I
Play.
like that.
My Let's Play walkthrough. But yeah, that's the only news I know of is Nintendo Direct on January 11th.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
also they said maybe a Metroid Prime for something.
Like a picture?
Oh.
Maybe of
Or a title?
anything about it? I don't know.
Oh.
Oh,
A release?
yeah, exactly. I don't think it's coming out in 2018. I personally would like a Fire Emblem. I want to see who's the fucking protagonist. I want to see how
Another
it
one?
plays. Yeah, they announced it before. They announced it for last E3. They said Fire Emblem is finally coming to the Switch. The first time it's come to a home console since Radiant Dawn, which was 2007.
Yep.
So I'm very excited about that. And they said 2018, and we're in 2018, and I need to see a Fire Emblem.
You're about to throw a temper tantrum.
Yeah,
I
right.
just want to take a second to
They're
showcase
working
my
on it.
shirt.
Yeah,
here.
look at
Oh,
that.
shit.
Look at
A
that shirt.
Maniac Mansion
Oh,
shirt
shit.
here.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I got my
That's the
Cuphead.
Ah, yes.
I'll show you a
what
shirt.
you got
Oh,
there?
shit. I got
That nasty Sonic.
So,
the
Sonic the
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
I got a lifelike Sonic the Hedgehog.
T-shirt too.
A lifelike.
Wait, is that video game-ish? What is that?
It's Rocket Raccoon.
Okay, that's yeah,
Oh,
counts.
okay.
That counts. That counts.
New York,
All right.
New York Comic-Con exclusive
That-
T-shirt.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
buddy.
Okay, that
All right,
counts. That
all right.
counts.
That counts.
Exclusive from the Marvel booth.
That counts. That
Holla
counts.
at your boy.
Oh yeah, it's all news I got.
Holla. Holla. All right.
Well, if y'all didn't know, we do have a show on our channel. It's a co-op show.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we play
Mm.
all of our co-op games.
Mm.
Usually couch co-op. Pretty much
Mm.
all the time couch co-op.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
what we have today is
Oh.
sound effects galore.
Oh.
Tell me
but
more.
today's topic is going to be in that same realm. So we're going to talk about co-op games and which games we think should be co-op that currently are not.
Mm-hmm. So how you guys want to do it? You want to go around the table with your list, and we'll see if everyone else kind of approves, or how actually you would make that game co-op.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good question.
We got to explain how it would work.
Because I know I have a few on this list that I'm a little iffy on how I would do it.
Me too.
But
Same here.
I have
Me
ideas.
too.
So if they're listening, if the publishers are listening,
Mhm.
we got ideas. And
Yeah.
we implement them.
Yeah.
Make it
You
pretty
guys are
good.
geniuses. You can make anything happen.
Yeah.
People
I've
are
seen it. I've seen it.
a lot more creative than I am when it comes to like implementing how some things would work. Because I'm not
Yeah.
like tech savvy or video game savvy. I just like to hit buttons.
Button masher.
So
What
if you
they
have
call a button masher.
if you agree with something I said, like, hey, no, I would do it this way, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, so if
Right.
you agree or disagree, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know how you do it if you so smart.
And you know what? On that note, let's have our guest start us off
Yeah. that's
Okay.
a
with,
good- yeah.
with what he thinks should be made into a co-op. Maybe not the entire franchise, but maybe the next game in the franchise should be co-op.
Okay.
Good idea.
Well, my list is all right. I would say.
All right, there you go. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, who are you? Let me
Okay,
touch you
moving
all.
on. All right,
Right.
Sticks.
It's a tough crowd here, guys. Tough crowd. But first game on my list is Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja
Damn, you
Gaiden.
took one of
Yeah.
mine.
Ninja
took
Gaiden.
one of mine.
I
Is
know, and my
Ooh.
next game. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna go through my list.
You're gonna go through. No, one at a time.
One at a
One
time.
game
One at a time?
Yeah.
One at a time.
How would you
Ninja
make Ninja Gaiden?
Now, as Ninja Gaiden, you're talking about like the 3D one. Right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
3D one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's not the same game.
Damn. Wow.
Yo, you're killing me right
The
now.
3D one?
Talking
Yeah.
about that 3D thing.
You know what? Are you gonna explain how it's done? How you think it should be done, or
It would have to be.
because I have an idea?
It would have to be online.
You don't think they could
I
do
don't-
it?
I don't know if they could do a couch co-op.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
could.
How?
Split screen.
Split
Gears
screen.
of War, they did it with that. So
That's
easy.
true.
easily.
But would it decay the frame rate though?
Of
it's always gonna
Of course.
well,
It would turn into
well,
like
no, it depends on how. Like if it's 4 people, whatever. That's the more times you split the screen,
Yeah.
the frame rate's gonna suffer.
All right. So,
But if it's just once, it's not gonna suffer because they did it with
is there a game like it that they've done it with that is 2 players?
I compare it closely to the Dynasty Warriors series
Yeah.
because like the action is it's similar.
It's very fast though.
Yeah, I
Ninja
would
Gaiden
say
is very fast.
Yeah, I'd say it's similar, but if anything, it may be done like that.
Resident
but,
Evil Revelations 2.
It's a lot slower. Resident Evil Revelations
Yeah.
2 is a lot slower of a game, slower pace. You can get away with the split screen because I think a lot of the
I'm talking about the
games-
frame rate wise though.
yeah, well,
like 60 frames. It's,
Well, your
it's not
time-
I
really
think
gonna
it's
take-
easier with the 60, like when it moves
Right.
slow, like Resident Evil, because
Right.
you don't have to worry about the characters, like, like when you're together, the screen doesn't merge. It's just always split screen. Like some of the split
Yeah.
screens will like, oh, they're apart, and then they're together, and you're on one screen.
Yeah, when
and-
they're close enough proximity.
Yeah, so it's like,
But they did it with Mario Kart though, because it's 60 frames. Even at split screen, it's still at 60.
All right, move your mic closer.
to
Okay.
me, to me?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You're further away from him.
I was gonna say he sounds
I
fine.
don't like to be far away.
There you go.
I like to be nice, up close and personal.
But
You don't know.
what?
So
What'd you
then-
say? No, me son.
All right, but another question: who would be the second player?
Ayani.
He's got
Mm.
Ryu has so many cast members, and he has clan members
Hmm.
of the
They're dead or
Hayabusa
alive.
clan.
That's racist, dude.
They're dead or alive.
Damn, man.
I said
clan
I said
members, like-
Hayabusa
Wow.
clan members.
Wow.
with
That's
you?
not what you said.
That's terrible.
You said the clan.
Yeah, you heard it right. He said the clan members.
The clan members.
I heard clan members.
There's only one.
Racist bastard.
Imagine that. Imagine that ninja game.
Now someone watching is gonna like, yo, I gotta make that because that'd be hilarious. No, it won't be.
No, don't do
hilarious.
it. Don't do it.
Please don't
Please.
make that shit.
Please don't make it.
See what you fool started?
Man, that'd be terrible.
Ayane, Kasumi,
that other guy.
Ein,
Yeah.
Robert T. Sturgeon from Ninja
Robert T.
Gaiden 2.
Sturgeon. Respect.
All day.
Respect.
All
He's
day.
He's
Respect.
already in Resident Evil.
he is.
Damn.
He
It
is.
could be.
He is.
True.
Could be Ryu's dad. Old
It could be
man
just a
Hayabusa.
ninja with the same color, with different colors, the same ninja.
Oh, like
Take it
Ninja
back.
Gaiden. Oh,
Take it
actually, no,
back.
it's not.
Like the Ninja Gaiden arcade game.
No, the arcade was.
Or was it Shinobi?
Was his dad, right? Was it?
I don't know.
Because the Red Ninja was his
They
dad.
had no storyline.
No, they didn't.
no, there was
No,
no
it didn't.
Nah,
storyline.
they didn't care. They were just like Slash.
Remember the
Alright.
end? Spoiler alert. They were on a boat. It was just game over.
Yeah.
It was whack. It was whack.
They said thanks for your quarter. or your $10 it took to beat that game.
Basically.
Forgot that was 2 players.
Okay, so Ninja
Wow.
Gaiden.
That
Ninja
cancels out
Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
I know they touched on it with one of the entries in the series, but I feel like an entire Assassin's Creed game that's
you
co-op?
you going to the next one? What's going on, Chuck? I said we supposed to go around
Yeah,
the
dude.
table. You jumping
We're doing
ahead.
one
You're
game?
breaking the rules.
Because
Chuck.
we do one game. All right. Here's how it works.
yeah.
You mentioned the one game, right?
Uh-huh.
We talk about that one game.
Mhm.
Move on to the next person, and we
No,
and then
no,
we keep
no,
going.
no, no.
And then
No,
See-
I'm the star. I'm the star.
See, and then the person that runs out, like I have a very small list. Not, well, don't. No innuendos. No innuendos.
About a small what?
That's what she said.
Hey. Hey.
No images.
Hey.
Damn.
My list is big, all right?
My list is big.
It's bigger than
Nah,
average.
I only have about 5 games
It's
on
the
my
names
4 or
that
5
count.
games on my list. So once that's done, then
Gotcha.
you can fire off all the fucking.
We're gonna do that,
Gotcha.
and then once time passes and we're running out of time, then we'll speed it up.
All right, go.
That's
All
how
right,
it goes.
all right. So, all right, I'll shut up, Mike. Eric.
You just call me Mike. Damn, you called me Mike.
It was a
dude.
slip. It was a
That's-
slip.
Yo, that's shout out to Mikey B's.
Wow. Said Mike Eric.
My next my first one. I'm going to go with Mega Man X.
Ooh, that's a good choice. I like
Mega
that.
Man X needs to be
Oh shit.
Yeah.
2 players.
Yeah.
Because what were they on? Mega Man X8 was probably the last one they did.
So Mega Man XX.
Shit. You know what? I don't even care if they start over. I don't care if it's Mega Man X9, X10. It's as long as it's Mega Man X and Zero as player 2. I don't care about the Axel character. I don't hate him. I don't like it's I just don't care about the character. But as long as player 2 is Zero and player 1 is Mega Man X, it could work. And and they proved it could work. Well, actually, not Capcom didn't prove it. That guy who did Mega Man 2.5D, and it was 2 players with Mega Man and Proto Man, it actually worked.
Yep.
So you can actually do that somehow. And
Did it work though?
I mean, no, it did. Well, the game didn't work because it froze on us.
Damn.
That
There
took,
was some technical problems.
no,
But I'm sure
man.
Capcom can sort that out.
No, this,
No,
this
they're
wasn't.
just gonna
Nah.
hire people who can't.
Yep.
They can't do
Yeah.
it.
They don't give a shit, man.
No, this wasn't Capcom who made this.
No,
was,
I know.
This was a side project
Okay.
some guy made.
Yeah.
But and it was an amazing project too. I'm gonna beat that game. Watch. I
was
hope
that was 2.5, right?
Yeah, 2.5D was very good. But no, Mega Man X is in need of a co-op, especially with Mega Man 11 announced. Just bring out Mega Man X 2 players, make everybody happy. And
2D or 3D?
keep it 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it 2D.
And not for nothing, Mega Man X and Zero and Marvel vs. Capcom. So the public has seen them again.
No,
Are
not,
they both
not a lot of people.
Are they
have seen
both
that.
in the same game?
They're both in the same
the new one.
game. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, there
They're
you
both
go.
in the
So
same
it could be a
game.
tag team.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
There you go.
I would work.
See,
So it's been done. It's done.
I think it'll be a lot easier than people think to get that done.
But one's a sword, right? Does Zero shoot?
Yeah, he shoots sometimes.
He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, he shoots sometimes.
Because it'll be weird to have a sword and a gun.
Nah, he
Gameplay,
shoots
right?
sometimes.
Unless you had like certain parts that you have to chop up.
That's what I'm saying.
while
Like
you're
some
shooting stuff.
obstacles or like some
be
enemies,
pretty cool.
you need Mega Man to shoot, or like it'll be
So
a lot
it's-
easier if he goes in and chops some bitch in half or
so
whatever.
it's not just two of the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could work.
If they do it that way, I think if they start getting creative again, Capcom. And stuff.
Or you could put Zero in Ninja Gaiden, and then that's the second player.
Damn.
That'll work.
Respect. Respect.
All right, that's my choice. Al.
I was debating whether to put this on because they actually made a co-op version of the game, and it was actually really good. But
Alright, then I'll go.
it was on a handheld though,
Damn.
and it wasn't
Handheld
on the,
never counts.
no.
okay?
And I would have loved
Disrespect.
to see it. Well, I'd love to see a sequel to Symphony of the Night, 2 players. Now they did make a 2 players Castlevania
They made a 4
4-player.
4-ball, yeah,
That little,
But-
little tiny
Very small.
yeah,
Very small.
and yeah,
That was
exactly.
Xbox
It was very
Live
small.
Arcade.
But I would love to see them do like a sequel to Symphony of the Night.
But
2
to
players.
kind of piggyback off that,
That's-
if they did it just 2
Right.
and they
Yeah,
just
no,
expanded it wouldn't be
exactly.
too wide.
I don't
with
think-
just 2 people.
I don't think 4 players. That's
4
way
is.
too much.
I mean,
That's
as
too
much as I would love,
Yeah.
I would love 4 players.
Yeah, no, it's too
you
much.
could barely see.
It's too much.
But with 2, when you expand the screen,
It's doable.
While the other person's over here, and
Yes.
it won't be too bad.
Yeah.
It won't be too bad of a.
I think it's doable.
a panel.
Or if they have it set up where if you get too far away, it will split screen like automatically.
That would be.
That would be
that
really
would be.
cool. Yeah.
So it doesn't change the
I'll
fucking
co-sign
view.
on that.
I
They would
think that
have
would
to
be
figure
dope.
out a way to make it different though, because it's usually like a slice and run game.
Mm-hmm.
If it's 2 players, then you gotta add more hits to those enemies, and it's gonna be different. So we'll see how that works. But
be
slicing
cool.
something and then holding back, and then be like, oh,
Slow it down. Don't make people.
I know.
Don't make it so strong at the beginning.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Leave it to the developers, man.
They would have to figure out a different gameplay mechanic to make it.
Could you believe I thought of playing that game recently again after I
Yeah?
beat it? No, the game is really dope.
It is.
It's
One of the
a
greatest.
dope game.
We
Have you
gotta
ever
get
played
you.
Symphony of the Night?
No.
Oh, whoa!
No.
All right,
Dude, I own it.
all
I
right.
have not.
Get him out of the
Yeah,
chair.
yeah, that's it. Throw him out.
Well, that was short-lived.
yeah.
We're gonna start the show over.
Yo,
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the last one because I
No.
played it when it came out. What was
Wow.
it? 98.
Chaka wasn't a PlayStation.
98.
You didn't have
no,
PlayStation.
nah, I had PlayStation 2, and
Yeah,
then
so you
my
missed out on all
PS2
that.
crapped out on me.
It was on PlayStation 1 originally. I had borrowed it from a friend in high school.
I didn't know how expensive.
Never
it was
heard
gonna
of
be.
it or anything.
Mm.
I remember
You can get it
playing
for Xbox
Castlevania.
now.
Huh?
You can buy it off of Xbox Live now.
Oh,
really?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
on everything.
It's like
Yeah.
$10.
Oh,
It's on everything.
I mean,
Okay.
it's like 20 years old, but
Yeah.
it's fucking.
It's still
so
good.
awesome.
It's still good.
It's an awesome game.
Plays different every time you
It's
play.
one of those
I
games.
still throw in the X-Men co-op game every now and then.
Stain.
Yeah, it's ugly, but it's so fun.
Every gamer in the world that plays games should play that game. Everybody should
Okay.
play that game.
No, it's that
And
good.
they
That's
will
serious.
like it. No,
That's
it-
serious.
you have to play it. You
Yeah.
have to experience that
No,
game.
we got to get the Game Boy Advances on TV for you because those are up there.
No,
with
those
the-
I played
Yeah.
one of those before.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
they're
good.
pretty good.
They're pretty good.
You
very
played X.
I
you
played
played
something on the Vita.
Yeah, you played.
Oh, I don't know what you're
That was
talking
the
about.
Turbo
Dracula
Graphics
X.
one. Dracula X, yeah.
Richter.
But they did a
Yeah.
remake of that.
I
Which
might
was
have.
good. That was a
on the Vita.
remake
I
of
think
it.
I played the
Yeah. It was
remake.
good.
It was good.
Yeah, but
I
it
enjoyed
wasn't Symphony of the Night though.
No,
That was before.
Symphony of the Night is its own.
But
thing.
those games like Portrait of Ruin and all that, they're very similar, and sometimes they have better things in it. So
Yeah.
you gotta get over that.
Portrait of
handheld
Ruin. That
thing
was the
you got.
name.
Yeah.
Portrait of Ruin. I love that game.
That was a good one. All
All
right,
right.
so I'm up, right?
Yep.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
so the game I was thinking. See, I tried to do some stuff that wasn't obvious, and some stuff that was never really two players. Like I have WarioWare. I want it to be like competitive 2 players, like on the same screen. Like how it's Twitch.
There is.
How is
Yeah.
not at the
competitive
same
two-player?
time.
That's not co-op.
Yeah, it is.
No,
How
like
are you working against each other? Isn't co-op supposed to be like me and you on the same
2 people
going against the?
on the same side, on the same screen, couch co-op.
Oh,
on
okay,
the
I
same
got it.
team.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it can still tell you who got it first.
Hmm.
So it's a different type of game. So you know how right when it starts, it's like okay, boom, we got it.
Yeah.
Whoever does it first.
Oh, so kind of like work together like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I help each other,
Yeah.
but it's the same game. But you're on the same thing and you're working, and then you get to curse each other out because that's what it works.
That's
But
always
I
fun.
mean,
Like,
they had
like
like
Overcooked. Just
Yeah.
yell at each other.
like that. But a party game like that,
Or
I
Smash
think it
Brothers.
would be, good for 2 players. But or multi, even more. But I mean, I know they had the other ones like you got to pass the thing as the next player. That's
Right.
not the same thing. I'm talking about same time. So I think WarioWare would be pretty fun. I love that game, by the way. Love that game. I'll keep a Game Boy Advance just for that game.
All right, so Chocolate, you're up again.
Back to me.
Bang.
All right.
While I drink this fucking beer.
Yeah, right.
Alki.
Priorities.
Alki.
Thank you.
Priorities.
Thank you.
Here you go, sir. And then
Watch as the show
Thank you.
deteriorates.
take care.
So,
of
anyways,
that. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
cheers.
got one.
Cheers.
As we continue to get drunk.
New Year, more beer.
Cheers. New Year, more beer. More beer.
Cheers. Cheers.
Less
My
words,
bad, my
more
bad.
beer.
I still gotta finish this one. It's the
Jay's
same
still on
thing.
his first.
It's all good.
Guys, slow drinker.
It's all good. My second game was when I was a Chatterbox. I started talking about Assassin's Creed.
That's
I
on
know.
mine too.
I
You
know.
said that already.
Damn.
I know Unity touched on the co-op. You could do co-op missions in Unity, but it wasn't
Had to be
really-
online though, right?
Exactly. It had to be online. I think that game could be insanely fun, as with the campaign being entirely co-op, if necessary. Like the second player can jump in and out, but the second character is always there.
So you would keep it keep it online. Is what you're saying.
Keep it online, or if you can find a way to split screen it, I think you can split screen it because that game isn't so fast that 60 frames per second is going to suffer if it's split
It'll
screen.
be 30, whatever. Still
So you
playable.
don't, you
Yeah.
don't, you don't see it. You don't see couch co-op at all, like split screen.
No, I do.
Oh, you do.
I do.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to suffer if it's split screen.
It
No,
would
I don't
be-
think so
I got
either.
you. So it'll be like Splinter Cell. The way that was split screen.
Yeah.
Stealth.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
So it'll be like that. Plus it's Ubisoft, so what the hell?
That worked flawlessly.
Yeah.
That worked flawlessly.
In fact, okay.
And also to add to that, I think if anyone could do Assassin's Creed co-op like in a way that's like where you both have your own screen, the Switch.
Yeah.
You could do it like for the Switch. Like one's on this,
Yeah.
the other one's on the TV.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you could do that very easily.
No.
And I know a lot of people be like, oh, the co-op, I didn't like the co-op in Unity. Why are they trying to do co-op? There's a one-player mode too.
Exactly.
You don't have to play it
Exactly.
two
Right.
players. So
and,
it's like,
and not for nothing, the co-op in Unity was fun.
I loved
But you
it.
always had those jackasses online who would jump on, like, you're trying to sneak around and take out a guard. This dude's like, nah, let me just run down the street and fight everybody.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of taking out 4 guards and moving forward easily, you got to fight 30 people.
Right.
Now, that happened
Right.
mad times. Me and Turbo will go online, and he's like, "Yo, you want to let someone else in?" I'm like, "No, I want to let no one else in this shit." Because we did it one time when we let someone else in.
Messed
They
up the whole
fucked-
plan.
everything.
Fucked up everything, and the person's dead. I said, "Fuck him." Leave him. He wants to go in there like an idiot. They said
That's
like
the thing, you can't
it's
scream.
a stealth fucking mission, and you're running in like an idiot, and everyone's going crazy, and we're just sitting there hiding in the fucking top of the building. Like, nah, just let him die. Fuck it, don't even say it. Leave his bitch ass.
You got to give them a test.
You
like
wanna be
to
a
test,
You should
test
be
their
able to turn on
loyalty.
them.
But give them a test. Be like, jump up and down.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
over there. Give me one of those over there. Give me
No.
one of those. And
Bark
then if
like
they-
a dog.
Yeah. If they
You
do
should-
it, then it's like, all right, you're cool. You're loyal. All right, good.
You should be able to turn on them.
I know, and just
You're like,
stab him in
"Listen,
the.
you gonna run out there?
Cut
Yeah,
their
yeah.
throats.
Then I'm gonna throw this at you, and you're gonna
Yeah.
get stabbed in the neck.
No, but when it worked,
Hit them with a sleep dart
no, but
when they're on a roof.
No, but when you work, because Kev was upstairs playing, and like when we were communicating, like walking around, it's like, all right, shoot that motherfucker in the neck. All right, boom, boom, go in the next room. Like the way you're communicating, and
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
people out,
It's all
and it
about
works
communicating.
smooth.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah,
It's
it really
really
is.
fucking dope.
It really is.
And heaven forbid if you can get like 2 switches together and do it 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So you want Assassin's Creed SWAT?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
Assassin's
that's
Creed
right.
Overcooked.
What?
4 players.
Assassin's Creed Overcooked?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Assassin's Creed in the kitchen.
You never played Overcooked?
Cooking burgers and shit.
With a hidden blade.
Yes.
That's how I chop my burgers.
Yes.
No, that's how you kill the meat.
Oh man. Yeah.
The blade out the
You gotta
bird.
murder. You gotta assassinate the cow.
That's how you kill the meat.
Okay, I have a left field one.
Go ahead.
I say Fire Emblem.
That's not
Multiplayer-
really left
The
field.
actual
Yeah.
multiplayer
strategy.
strategy.
Yes.
No, that works.
Because I was thinking of how, remember how Final Fantasy 3, which is actually Final Fantasy 6 technically,
Turn-based.
you can the second player can control 2 out of the 4 people in the party.
Yep.
And
Makes
pick
sense.
people. So I'm like, if you think about it, let's say you got 12 characters on the squad
Mhm.
in Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
I get to pick like 6, and let's say you get to pick 6 different parts of the map, and we move our characters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, like strategically. Like,
That's
all right,
cool.
I'm gonna move my people over here.
no.
That's
Make sure
dope.
you cut him off. You're like,
That's a really good
that'd
idea.
be really fucking crazy. And they
Yeah.
never did it. They did
No.
so many Fire Emblems, and they never did it or even hinted at it.
Just-
I get the whole army killed.
Any strategy RPGs. They're not, actually, no, wait.
It would just be me and you.
With your last character.
Actually-
last character.
The Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle has co-op.
Yeah, there is co-op.
There
yeah,
is a
yeah,
co-op
there is,
where
there is.
where you have kind of similar where you control certain characters,
Mm.
a number of characters, and then
It's
you fight
turn-based.
the
It could be as many people as you like. What if it was
no,
real
but that's a
time?
great idea.
What if
though.
they had like an online? All right, this isn't the same thing. But what if they had an online one where everyone was an actual person?
Wow.
That would be crazy.
That
A
would
real-time
be dope.
strategy.
Nah,
You
what-
have to be
that would
all smart though.
That would be dope.
They did, however, they did say in the.
It's called League of Legends. Let me
Not the same.
They did say in the new Fire Emblem they want to do something a little like different in this one than that wasn't done in the other ones. So I know one can only hope that they would, maybe implement a little co-op, which would be crazy. I mean, it'd be really cool. I mean, if they don't have it, they don't have it. But I mean, I'm still gonna
Right.
fucking buy it.
It'll be
Absolutely.
Dragon Force with everyone as a person. Everyone
Shit.
real.
Shit.
Just charge it in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's all time buttons. You got to hit it right.
No strategy, just running like a moron.
Yeah.
Actually, Valkyria Chronicles wouldn't be bad with that either.
What if they
to
what if
co-op.
they fuck that up and they just they make it online only
Oh
co-op?
god, I'd be sick.
Oh,
I'd be
man.
sick. I'd be sick to my stomach. There's
fucked
no
up.
need. You can do it.
Yeah.
That's the easiest couch co-op you could ever do.
Yeah.
It's the easiest.
But they're gonna go for online, like companies.
Well, you can
know,
do it online also.
All,
like,
the,
that's
all the
fine.
companies are
Yeah.
going. They're shooting for the online because they can charge you the subscription.
Blue
they-
boxes.
They can they can charge you that shit. That's why.
They'll charge you for
Season-
that.
season
Yo, you're
pass.
mad wild.
And you don't like the
Season
game
pass?
anymore.
You're mad
Yeah.
wild.
Here you go.
Season pass. Let me put
Buy
my
the
hand in
season
your
pass?
pants. I'm jerk you off.
Fucking
Why?
hate that shit.
Why pay an extra $50? We don't know either.
Because we're scumbags.
Because we don't know what we're gonna come out with.
Because we sold you a $60 game that wasn't finished.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5.
Oh shit.
Shots fired, man down, man down.
No, that was man. That's well
No,
deserved.
he's still sore about that. I feel
Dude,
He
it's
should
almost
be.
2 years.
He should be.
It's almost 2 years, man.
Jay's still pissed
Almost
about
2
it.
years.
and it's still not done.
We got to the 12th.
They have yeah. Next
out.
week.
Looking mad traumatized. He said, "We have to the 12."
I'm like, they're
I'm
coming
gonna
out with an
play it.
arcade edition.
I'm gonna play
Yo,
it then.
That was their answer.
I'm so glad I didn't buy PS4 for that game because I'd have been furious.
That
I was
wasn't
gonna-
the
I was
only
gonna-
game I bought.
I was
it
gonna
for,
buy
but
this. I was gonna buy the system for that game.
It would've
I
been
didn't.
better- it
That was
would've been
one of the
better than your
games
versus. As bad as you think Street Fighter is, that versus game.
dude, that was fucking bad.
All right, Al, you're up.
Oh, let me get my list right here.
Damn, you didn't have it. What's wrong?
You're not even ready.
No, I have it. I have it memorized. Hold on. I got it.
Skip you.
Skip him.
No, he's like, Metal Gear Solid.
Ooh,
Yes.
I forgot
Yes.
that one. Good
And
call.
the
good
reason
call.
why I
Good
put
call.
that in is, and you guys mentioned it before, Splinter Cell,
Mm.
split screen. Why can't they do that,
That
with
one
Metal Gear?
No, that screams for a co-op. Oh, what's wrong with the? What's the new one? Metal Gear Survival Survivor.
What?
Oh, God. Yeah, you don't know about that?
It's a zombie.
You
game.
never saw that?
It's a zombie game.
Hold on.
Metal Gear
Stop.
zombie game,
Can you?
swear
No,
to
we
God.
probably can't
Stop.
even show. Can we
No,
show
no.
pictures of it?
No.
We can show pictures.
Show
of
me
it.
later.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you pictures of it.
Dude,
Hold on.
Metal Gear
show you
Survivor.
shit.
It's a zombie game.
It's Metal Gear
What?
Survive.
Why?
What?
It takes place after
Look at it.
Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
It takes place after that when you're going to get in a helicopter.
So it's 6 feet underground zero.
And a beam of light, they answered it because a beam of light came down. And by the way, this is after Kojima got fired, so
Yeah, no kidding. That's
he
why I
has
went.
nothing to do with this shit.
I
And they,
hope so.
and they asked him about this, and he's like, how does government espionage,
Turn into
have-
a zombie game.
yeah, how does
That's
zombies
the only
play?
way it happens.
They're cashing in on the
So, yeah.
zombie craze.
No, they're cashing in on the Metal Gear name. That probably was a game, a survival game that was good,
Yeah.
on its own. And then
Just
they
change the name.
they just
change
threw
it.
Metal Gear to sell more copies
That's
of it
so
because it has
bad.
nothing to do with Metal Gear
so
at all.
bad.
Stupid.
But
But yeah, I agree with that co-op thing. I mean, would you have it as a sequel to 5? Because
you know what? If they're gonna
old
if
now.
they're gonna do it co-op, I would want to see it either a
And
remake.
Metal Gear Rising style.
No, I would actually.
That'd be good two players.
To be honest with you, I
that'd
would
be
like
too much for me, man. That'd be so much. I love that game, but that'd be so much. I'm
No,
like, yo,
Red-
stop it.
Metal Gear Rising. Metal Gear Rising is dope, but that's I would like to see it as like a remake, like a revamp of a reboot, I guess you could say, of the series. Because like, imagine having you picking
Meryl.
Raiden,
Meryl.
you picking Raiden, and then like I'll pick fucking Solid Snake.
Meryl.
And then
Snake, Meryl, Snake,
You know,
Raiden.
there's a lot of characters that you could pick.
No, or even do if you do Metal Gear 1 for Nintendo completely over, do it 3D and have a second player be somebody
Yeah,
else. That could
yeah.
be fun too.
Yeah.
I mean,
What about
just
the ninja?
a reboot of the
The
series.
Ninja- Well, that motherfucker got stomped out though.
You're redoing it. You're redoing it.
Oh, you were doing it. Okay, he doesn't get stomped out.
Let me see if I can pull.
No, if
this
they
up
do a
here.
2-player like Raiden.
Ooh,
Oh god,
some nasty shit.
that's
Hold
not
up.
that's not Metal
Let
Gear.
me pull this up on the screen here.
The fuck is
It'll
that?
be a Metal
man.
Gear.
Yo, if it's a cool zombie game, I'd probably get it.
It'll be a Metal Gear Tenchu.
No, I got Stay at Decay.
Thank
Fucking Days Gone. I ain't getting this.
When
shit.
is that coming out?
Days Gone. They originally said end of 2017, and then they
Okay.
said early 2018. There's no release date for it, so. Stay at
So
Decay
we're looking
2,
at 2019.
Probably.
So,
Stay at
all right,
Decay
you're gonna see it
is
up on the
spring.
screen right there.
Wow.
There's one picture.
Oh yeah! Look at the lights.
Oh my God!
It's like
Stay at
the
Decay.
Honestly, it looks like a good looking game, but it shouldn't be called Metal Gear.
No, it's not Metal Gear.
It looks
Does this
like-
remind you of
Dude, it
Metal
looks
Gear?
like, and honestly,
That
it looks
reminds
like
me-
it looks
that
like
looks-
a cool zombie game.
It
Yeah.
looks like Resident Evil 4
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm sure it's a good game.
with a bow and arrow.
It's
I'm
not
sure
Resident-
it's a good
not-
game.
It's not Metal Gear. No.
They're running the same engine as Metal Gear Solid 5.
Isn't it like the online
look at
engine or
that.
something?
Huh?
Isn't it like the online engine or something like that?
Yeah. Look at that.
I look at him sneak.
It looks dope.
Oh
but
shit! Go back
There's
to that last picture.
there's no stealth in this
It's
game.
Go
It's
back,
just
to that
all.
last, go back to that last picture with the fence. That's that Walking Dead shit. He's stabbing him through the fence.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just stay there the whole
Wow.
game, and
Yeah,
just,
just
that's how
stab
it
them
ends.
all. Stab them all.
That's what I would do.
Wow.
Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's Metal Gear 5. They're just gonna take away the serve
They took the
and
V.
just leave the V.
Yeah.
I got you.
If you see the trailer, they actually did that. They made it look like 5,
So
and I'm like,
corny.
oh wait, and then
It's already a
and
5.
then it's like
That's That's so stupid.
It grew like a virus or
So
whatever.
Well, this is
stupid.
listen. The boss is gonna be Solid Snake. It's the only way to bring him back. Is dead ass carcass.
Zombie snake.
It'll be a zombie.
Zombie snake.
Yeah, that's oh my god.
Well, we'll see how it
You're
turns
at a
out.
loss for words. Chalk is at a loss for words right now. He has no idea what happened in the series.
It looks
No.
like J.J. Abrams
And not for
take
nothing.
on it. It does. It's all shiny.
Not
Yeah.
for nothing. Like I never had the patience to play through these Metal Gear games, but they were awesome. Like I looked at them, I saw people playing, they were awesome.
You never played any of
It's
them.
very similar.
I
cinematic.
played Metal Gear Solid, the one for PS2
Really?
Okay.
or PlayStation.
PlayStation 1.
Whichever one you had.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, PlayStation
Metal
1.
Gear
I,
Solid.
I played through it a little bit, but like a co-op mode in that game would make it so much more
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, man.
appealing for me.
Imagine,
God.
imagine a boss battle,
Oh
co-op
yeah.
boss battle. Like, because you remember how the boss battles are like, you had to really think, like outside the box on how to beat the boss.
Yep.
Outside the box.
What?
Metal Gear. He's in a box.
Oh,
like
damn, man.
Oh,
I like that.
man.
I like that.
Well, Kev's not here for the
Yeah.
bad jokes, so someone had to
Yeah.
take over. Someone had to take over.
But
for
that was
our
like a
joke.
that's like a
fucking guy.
a punt with that. Anyway, if you ever played Metal Gear, you know what the fuck we're talking about.
Cardboard fucking box.
Yeah,
So my game.
cigarette. No.
So my next game was gonna be Ninja Gaiden.
Oh.
Stop it.
Since it's different than Ninja Gaiden, here's the new thing. Mine is the old one when they used to mess up the names. So
Ninja Gadian.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden.
You talking about the 2Ds?
Why not? Let's make that two. No, I'm gonna skip that one because you already said Ninja
Okay.
Gaiden.
Ninja
Okay.
Gaiden.
But that would be cool too if we got a 2D
Ninja
like-
Gaiden.
I play
like
it.
Ninja Crusade type.
I'm about to say it'd be like Ninja Crusade, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So we'll skip that one. My
Okay.
other one, you guys, this is a PlayStation thing, so you guys ain't gonna realize it.
Okay.
Jammer Lammy. It's
What?
Wait,
It's a- it's a-
I know
It
what it
sounds
is.
like a
It's-
sequel
it's
to
a-
Parappa the Rapper.
It's a rhythm
kind
game.
of is, yeah.
You with these fucking games.
It is. But listen, I gotta explain.
Next.
I gotta explain. I gotta explain how it
First the
multiplayer.
Wario shit, now this.
How is that gonna work two
Fucking
players?
Jay.
Shut up.
Hold on, let me pull up some because I forgot what the fuck this shit looked like.
So I was gonna say Parappa the Rapper, but you can't have two players rapping. It's gonna throw it all off.
Of course.
It's gonna look weird. I mean, you can kind of if you had a duet, but come on, it's gonna work
Well,
better.
nah, I mean, if
instruments.
y'all know what you're doing,
I
if
was
you
just about
got,
to say
if
instruments.
you got them
Yeah.
bars,
Instruments,
son,
it would work.
It's
Instruments.
gonna work better with
Wow.
instruments.
if you got them bars,
Oh my god. Go ahead,
It's
Jay.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, put up
Go
that
ahead, look
picture.
at
Yeah,
this
look at that picture, everyone.
Hell yeah.
You guys
Look
want
at
to
what
co-op
the
for that?
fuck
That's
we're
art.
talking about.
Motherfuckers don't even know what that is.
That's
Unjammer
art.
Lammy. This is for PS1.
That's art.
Was
Ooh.
that before or after Parappa?
After. It's
After,
like a
yeah.
semi. It's a spinoff.
But
of
it was instruments.
Oh my god.
spiritual
Yeah.
sequel.
It was rock.
What
If you
what
will.
the
Rock and
hell
roll.
is on? It says she's a lamb.
It's a lamb. Yeah.
Oh, this is fan art. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
fan
thought-
art.
I thought- Where's the game?
Now we're
Where's the
not
gameplay?
gonna get anything for this.
I know, right? Keep going though.
But yeah, I would have like a drummer, a guitar player, and like just have a bunch of instruments at the same time. So it could be it could be 2-player, it could be 3-player, whatever. If they're all playing the same, it's gonna sound like a good song.
So like Rock Band.
Oh, this is the
Kinda
actual
like
game.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the game.
Oh,
It's just
oh,
like
it's the
Parappa.
same with Parappa. Okay.
But
Okay.
it's a lot. It's a lot different when you're playing a guitar. But
okay.
if somebody's doing that and somebody's playing something else together, I think that would be an awesome game. And it's
Like
not
what?
hard to do.
Like one person does the bit, like a rock band,
Rock Band.
like
Yeah,
somebody plays the bass, somebody does a guitar.
but a weird game like that. But I think that
drums.
would work. It's not too hard to pull off.
Okay. So I guess it's my turn again.
That's a very odd.
Yeah, man, I'm coming.
game,
I just
Wow.
Jay's
gotta
left
do this
field.
stuff.
Jay's very
That was a
left. Jay's
very-
left
We
field.
need that.
A very
We
odd
need
choice.
left field.
All right, go ahead. What do you got? There?
I have
field.
another obvious choice.
I think it's
'Cause-
probably gonna be maybe. I'm assuming you have one of mine.
Probably.
Again, you had Assassin's Creed.
Because
so.
because I love hack and slash games. So Devil May Cry would definitely be so sick.
Damn it, I was
Two-player.
gonna say that shit.
Oh, you guys.
Could you imagine Dante
I
and
didn't put it
Virgil
on. Yeah.
tearing through an army
Fuck
of
yeah.
monsters?
Wait.
Fuck yeah.
You mean with Ted DiBiase?
Dante is a wrestler.
You could have Dante and Dante. Since there are
Dante
two
is a
different
wrestler. I
Dantes.
didn't know that.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I don't do podcasts.
This is why you do them. This
Yeah,
is why.
When he stops.
That's why you've turned.
But yeah,
Virgil.
Dante. I hate you. But Dante and Virgil tearing through an army of monsters like that, and
The black dude.
Shut up, man.
Damn, man.
That's the way he said it. He said the black dude.
I remember. I met him, by the way.
And and you have other characters that you can use.
So you'd probably
You
do
got
it
Nero.
a similar way that you
Brother Nero.
Brother Nero.
No, so
Too
you
many
would-
wrestling references.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah, no, we're talking about video games,
So
man. Come on, let's
you
go.
would probably do it like the other game you mentioned earlier.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
probably do it like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah,
You'd probably,
yeah, but
I mean,
it
you
would
would have
be
to.
it would be so much more hectic and just ridiculous. Because
Yeah.
you really gotta go over the top because all their moves, all their powers are so over the top.
I think they would have to incorporate more like when you like
Juggling.
pop them up and you
Juggling.
shoot them and
Tag
stuff.
team
yeah,
moves.
Yeah, they would
Definite
have to
tag team
incorporate
moves.
a lot
You
of
can
that
snatch
shit.
him with the hand out
Oh,
there
yeah.
and then throw him back at him.
Yeah, and
That'd be
like,
crazy.
and they have a decent sized cast so that you can use other
They got mad
players.
peoples. They got
Yeah,
mad people.
so I think that would be insane,
That'd be cool. I'd be a
especially
fan of
the
that.
boss fights.
Mm.
What
That'd probably get me a little bit,
madness?
a little bit more than half chub. I'd probably say if they announced that a little bit.
Probably
more.
full chub.
I wouldn't say full on, hard on, but it'd probably be a little bit more than half chub.
Right. That's a bad scale, by the way. That's a bad way to judge a game. Oh my god.
Next game.
Yeah, yeah. Not something you
got
want
it.
to think about.
I got another.
Almost choked on my beer.
I got. It's better than choke. Oh, never mind.
What?
Oh!
I stopped myself.
Keep going.
I'd probably say Zelda.
Yeah.
Zelda.
That's a good one of
Zelda.
mine.
It's time
That's a good
for
one.
Zelda to be. Not
hero?
not to turn into a co-op game, like not for the rest of the series. I'm just talking about the next one. Should be co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Should be. They evolved to this big open world thing now, and
Like Super Mario Land.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
whichever one that was. That was 4 players. I forget.
And when I
Yeah,
say co-op, no, I'm not saying second player be Zelda.
Right.
Why
I'm
not?
I'm not saying second player be the fucking.
Save Hyrule for
No,
not the princess, right?
She can be an option, but I'm telling you,
Sheik
she
can be an option. Beat your ass.
She can.
Oh,
Bring it.
boy.
Bring it in the
Oh
verses.
boy.
So,
The second player will have to bring back Rome from the Nintendo Power comic
oh,
books.
you said this shit before.
Half
I
Knight,
remember
He's obsessed,
half Birdman.
obsessed
Yeah.
with this
Make
bird.
it happen.
Yeah.
They
Obsessed with
paid homage to him in Breath of the Wild by mentioning his name.
That's
Obsessed
it.
with this DuckTales character.
But that's all they did.
DuckTales, not
Disrespectful.
Gizmo
Wow.
Duck. No, man.
DuckTales.
I'm telling you that
Respectful.
I think the only time Zelda did that was what, the handheld 4 swords and everyone's a fucking Link. I mean, no, that's stupid. No, don't make everybody a Link. Make it different characters. That'd be really cool if it's maybe Link, Zelda, one of the new people from fucking Breath of the Wild, and then throw in Rome. Have a choice. And the second player, doesn't have to be Link. Because that'd be
Tingle.
corny.
Tingle.
Or it could
No,
be
no.
Tingle?
Have an option to kill Tingle.
Ganondorf doesn't have to be the bad guy.
He has
No,
to be.
Ganondorf
No,
is
he
always
doesn't.
the bad guy,
he
especially in
doesn't.
Smash Brothers.
No, they
When
have
I
to
stab him
be.
in the throat.
No. There's an evil force greater than them, and they have to
Oh,
join
Shadow Link.
forces.
Shadow Link.
No, Ganondorf, shut up.
Oh,
What
Ganon,
about-
Ganon and Ganondorf.
What about a new force called Ganon Link?
Boo.
That was part 2.
See?
That was part 2.
See?
Bah.
Do it again.
Bah.
I got ideas, man.
Not good.
Nintendo needs a
What do you got out?
Nah. Uncharted 4.
Linkendorf.
Uncharted, damn it.
Get outta
Let me
here.
say my fucking game.
Lincoln Door.
Damn, he said, cut that mic off.
Yeah, no. Uncharted needs a co-op, man.
I was gonna add that to
Because
mine.
I played Lost Legacy, amazing game, and the majority of the game you play with the second character always following you.
Mm.
And throughout the whole game, I'm like, damn, it'd be awesome
If that was a person.
if there was another person playing with you. God damn it, man.
Sorry, man.
Jesus,
Sorry.
you all right,
I
man?
went away from the mic.
Did you just
Oh.
exercise the demon?
You still heard? You still heard it? Shit.
Linkendorf.
But yeah, no, Uncharted definitely needs a co-op.
I would like
Take
that.
some notes. Take some notes.
I think that'd
And
be
not
very
for
cool.
nothing, like it could be like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where like the second player can just jump in, control tails, and if they gotta go, and then
Yeah,
the computer
yeah.
takes back over.
Actually, that's a really good.
There's
idea.
always someone following the main character in Uncharted.
Mhm.
Always.
Always.
If it's old ass Sully.
always,
If it's
always.
his.
Would it have to be split, though? Would you have to be off the screen? Because you get left.
You can get left.
Yeah, no, I'd say split.
You
Yeah,
hop in the
Yeah,
car,
I'd
you
say
be like,
split.
what?
Yeah.
I'd say
yeah.
split. I'd say split it.
Or they'll just have a rope pop out of nowhere.
I do. I
You
say
disappear.
I'm on the way.
if they can figure out a way to split, unless you get like in close proximity of your partner or whatever, your co-op player, then it switches to like a single screen. Like if you're driving, like because there's a lot of driving missions in
yeah.
it.
Well, they would have to change
So-
the game, obviously, to not have
Yeah,
parts like that.
Yeah.
exactly
but
like that. Unless
would-
you're driving and you're both in the car,
Right.
which they would do. They do that in like
Just
Gears of War and stuff like
yeah,
that. They
just
put
to
you in the same
prevent
thing.
someone falling out of that bitch.
Right.
and
Right.
the shit splitting and have to catch
But
But they have to
that's
change something.
That's a big thing though. If they were gonna do another series, you know how like they want to reinvent themselves, they want to do something to separate it from the other games.
Mm-hmm.
That's an awesome thing to do, right there.
That'd be cool.
That'd be real cool.
I would be about it.
So I have other choices, but I'm going to jump to this one since it goes with that. The Last of Us.
Oh, okay.
Respect.
Since there's already a person always following you,
Right. Right.
That's an easy one.
why not
Yeah.
just have that person be somebody
Yeah.
and make it a two-player game?
True.
So, like I said, they'd have to change up some stuff to make sure you're both on the screen. But I think that you have the characters already.
Mhm.
You have the mechanics already.
Mhm.
It's always, I got to grab you and lift you up.
Right.
Like, you already got it.
Right.
So might as well make it two players.
It's kind of
Right.
like keeps going back to Splinter Cell. Like,
Yeah.
lift
Yeah.
them up and like it's the same mechanic. It's
you
just-
already have it. Like,
Right.
do it.
Right.
Just split the fucking screen.
They prove that they can do it.
It's-
Just do it.
It's not. It's not even like glitchy or anything. I
Right.
remember, not to cut you off, Jay, but
No, no.
I remember when I
That's
was doing
fine.
a Splinter Cell, they have like missions where and you could do it's just an all out, just kill everybody or
Yeah.
or sneak around, and
Or they would have you waiting on top of the thing with your arm out, just waiting.
just waiting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what-
Go
what's-
ahead.
I can't
Go
grab
ahead.
you.
Go
And then
ahead.
they have those canned fucking responses if you take too long. Wait. Hold on.
I'm here.
I'm over here now.
I'm over here.
I'm over here now. I'm over here.
I'm over here.
I'm waiting
over
for you.
here.
How long are you going to take? Hurry up.
What's the holdup?
No, but it really worked well. Like if I'm sneaking into one room
Yeah.
while enemy is like watching TV and I'm trying to sneak up on him and Kev is on a roof or some shit like that, it worked out awesome.
Yeah,
It
if you
wasn't
can do that-
confusing.
Right.
The lighting was fine. Like
Right.
If you can do that, you can do Assassin's Creed. You can do.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do
Any-
the one you said. Last of Us can work. So
Yeah.
it's not hard to do.
Not hard to do. Love to see it. Love
It's
to
called
see it.
Last of Us.
Yeah, yeah. Group.
My next game.
I know it's. I'm still waiting for you to say the one that I have.
I know the one that you have. I'm pretty sure I know the one that you have. And when you
Uh-oh.
say, I'm skip my list so you can say it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say any Transformers game ever made.
Damn.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you thought of the
So
one
that
that
felt-
I
all right.
thought of like earlier in the week and forgot. Okay. Good.
Yeah, any Transform like one of the in the War for Cybertron series. I know one of them was co-op, but like
The first one was online co-op,
It was online,
right.
which is some bullshit.
not the game itself.
You know what's fucked up? The only one I played was Devastation.
Really?
And I really,
Devastation was
No.
ill.
No.
but I really enjoyed
Dude,
that
the
game.
other two are really good.
I never
The
played
shooter
any of the
one-
other ones.
Oh,
I don't know
they're
why.
good.
I don't even know why I never played the other ones. But
Yeah,
that's the
but-
only one I've ever played.
You can always play the new one and be Bumblebee and Optimus together.
But the mayhem in those games that you, I mean,
Yeah.
They're fun.
add
Yeah.
add the mayhem from the movies, the action from the movies, and
Yeah.
put that into a game
Yeah.
and make it 2-player.
What about the last one they did?
Well, I watched
Tear down
you-
a whole city.
I watched you
and
play
it's
a lot of
amazing.
it, though.
And it still has the nostalgia from the.
But what about the
the
cartoon? The cell
cartoon?
shaded one?
Yeah.
That could be two
That's
players.
the one I was
Which
Yeah,
talking
they
one?
can
about.
do that.
Yeah.
They
Devastation.
can do that.
Devastation. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That was the one
Devastation was dope.
That was the one I was
Devastation
talking about.
dope.
That's
That could
all
easily
that.
be two. It's already arcade.
Yeah,
Right.
and they just need a bigger cast.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, I think if they kept the graphics for that and they did a sequel to what was it, the Fall of Cybertron?
Yeah,
The Fall of Cybertron was
Okay.
the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they did a
Okay.
sequel to that and did the graphics for that one, it'd be fucking really, really dope.
That's
You know you
Really
can't buy
fan
those.
service right there.
You know you can't buy those anymore, right?
What?
None of them.
What? You mean
All the
those-
Transformers games are obsolete now. You can't buy them. The license ran out.
What?
They're not sold anywhere.
Yeah, take it off. I mean, you can buy the game itself.
Yeah,
You
that's what.
find it in the store.
Yeah.
But you can't download it no more.
Okay, so you could
Also
I could buy
ridiculous.
like an old copy or something.
An
right?
old one.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They can't order no new ones no more.
But if you're
It's over.
if you have it already and and there's no more fucking hard copies and you're having shit in your hard drive and it dies, you're
you can't download it no more.
You're fucked.
But I'll tell you one thing: there's nothing like playing. The first one I think was War for Cybertron.
Mhm.
Is putting a custom soundtrack
Oh yeah, I
from
remember you told me
the
that.
1986
You know what?
movie.
Yeah, dog.
There is nothing like playing that with that soundtrack.
Yeah, dog.
That shit is insane.
You know
It's
what,
my
though?
favorite. It's my
Here's
favorite
a-
one on there.
Here's a note to
What's the favorite one? What's the one you always played? The Dare, right?
There, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
my
That was my
God.
favorite one.
During the driving parts. That's
Oh,
ill. That's
my
ill.
God,
That is
dude.
ill.
You know what though? These
I'll play that
these
tomorrow.
next gen systems, man. They
They
need
took
to
it
take.
out.
They need to fucking take some notes and put that shit back in.
They got
Not
like
with
some.
not with Spotify.
Yeah,
there.
they got like some weird. You have to
No, I don't
download
like
either
that shit,
Spotify or
man.
some other app, so you could, and you have to make a playlist on the app, and
No.
it's fucking annoying.
That shit was easy on the 360.
You plug the shit in.
That was
you
it.
have your playlist, and
That's
then you
it.
select it, and that's it.
Fucking easy. You could do
How
it any
about
game.
I'm gonna say something real crazy here.
Okay.
How about like with these new next gen systems, you just put the disc in and it plays?
Get out of here, man. That's not gonna work.
that?
That's not gonna work.
How about that?
Digital
That's
age.
crazy
What
talk.
disc? What
How about
disc?
that?
That's
What is
crazy
this?
talk, man.
The 90s? What disc?
Crazy talk.
There's no more discs.
Nah,
There's disc.
you're gonna be buying memory cards,
Disc.
No.
Yeah.
Next gen? No.
hard drives. That's what's gonna be.
Oh, we doing next. Shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Who's next?
Wait, you just went? Oh shit,
I
it's
just
me
went.
again.
Nah,
Yeah, it's you.
Hold on. All right, I got three left. I'll probably go with Al. I might be taking one of yours.
Uh-oh.
So maybe join me on this one.
All right.
The Shadow of War.
No, I didn't put that one on
Okay,
there.
well,
Okay.
Shadow of War.
But I
Okay.
was debating to put that on there. And
It kind of goes along the same premise of the Ninja Gaiden and
Yeah.
all that. It's like
I kind of thought that we're gonna do that with Shadow of War.
it's
I
dancing
thought-
around it.
I thought
They're
that we're gonna
dancing
do
around it.
that.
I have a name. I have a name for it.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Shadow of More.
All right. So anyway,
That's the end of our
yeah,
podcast.
that's the end of our podcast. Thank you guys
now-
for
Great
watching.
name.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah.
It's a great name. It's a great name.
We just lost 50 subscribers.
Shit, that's my fault. I gave him like the fucking
Yeah,
the
you
forum
get-
for it
yeah,
too.
nah.
It's a play on words.
He
because
couldn't
there's
wait.
more
It's fucking harsh.
people.
For like 2 seconds, Jay got possessed by a Kev,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, "Oh shit,
Thanks,
I
Kev.
gotta
Even though you're not
say,
here.
Kev, you're
that's
here
true.
in spirit.
Yes, you are.
a bad
I
joke."
wouldn't have delivered it
You
as
just
well.
won't leave us alone.
Yeah.
No, that'd be pretty cool if like somebody's like on a dragon, and the other person's on the
Oh
ground,
That's
yeah.
sick.
killing people, and
Yes.
someone's like burning everybody.
Yes.
That'd be just fucking crazy.
Actually, that would be
So
really
Game
cool,
of
man.
Thrones.
Yeah.
the
that
title.
is some,
Straight
yeah,
Game of
some Game of
Thrones.
Thrones
Yeah.
shit right there.
That's the title I'll give
No,
that.
that would
That would
definitely
be
work.
dope.
I don't have to elaborate anymore on it, but
Okay.
No, it's,
Well, I'm surprised you guys didn't say this yet.
well, I
I'm
still
not gonna.
I have two
Wait,
left.
hold on. Which one?
well, I'm surprised you cut me because I'm next.
I'm not gonna say because I'm pretty sure they're gonna say.
I'm pretty sure we all have.
Yeah,
to.
there's
That's serious.
A series. I'm gonna go left field and go with Fable. I don't know if you guys ever
Oh.
played that.
Fable was co-op.
I've heard of it.
It was co-op.
It was eventually. It wasn't good. Wasn't good.
Fable.
You mean like a real, like a
The original one.
Not-
The-
not a
actually, the
clone.
original two. The first two were good, but they were single player.
You didn't like
Yeah.
that? You didn't
wanna
like the
see them
Connect
co-op.
one?
No, man.
Ooh, there was a
God
Connect.
damn it, that was horrible,
There was a
man.
Connect one. Oh my god.
That was
Yeah.
horrible.
Oof.
But yeah, I would
How
love
would
to
you
see
do it
that.
though? Would you do it split? Would you do how would you do like the
Wouldn't it be kind of like the Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
multiplayer,
yeah.
like that type of game? Similar. I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's that
well,
type
like
of
for
game
Xbox,
anyway.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because the camera was kind of pulled out
Mm-hmm.
far anyway.
What was
so-
that? What was that multiplayer game they had for Xbox?
Never pull out.
That was kind of like Fable. It was a role player.
Sorry, man.
I heard. No,
tried
just
to, I
not-
tried
just
to ignore it.
Just ignore it.
Ah, it was so bad.
Should always pull.
Yes. That's bad advice, first of all. Number two,
Pull out game on. Nah, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
talking about something else.
But no, I forgot the game. It was like it was only for Xbox. They tried to hype it up. It was 4 players. It was a role player type game. It was third person, and you could all play at the same time. But it was forgotten. It was kind of like that
I
game.
remember. Hold on.
It's kind of like that game for Xbox. That was 4 players, but you had the guns and it was third person. Remember that game?
Brute Force.
It was kind of like that, but a role playing.
but it was a
version of
role-playing
Role
game.
playing with guns.
No,
For
role player
original-
with swords and shit.
For
but-
original Xbox.
It's long forgotten.
Yeah,
Dungeon-
I can't remember.
Was it overhead?
Yeah, kind of.
Dungeons
Yeah.
and
Not
Dragons?
overhead, but it was like Fable. It's kind of
Oh,
like
Fable.
Fable, but further away.
Mm.
Yeah, it was forgotten.
Damn it,
Was
man.
it good or terrible?
It wasn't a good reception.
Did we play it?
We probably did.
Mm.
Yeah, for a second. But yeah,
For a second.
yeah, for a second. But
Mm.
if you guys know, you guys know what I'm talking about. But it would probably be something similar to that. Hopefully not as bad. It was like, what was that other game? Too Human when that came out?
Oh wow.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, remember too. It got so much hype, and then like,
was
wait,
like
you got to
Too
swing with the
Human,
analog.
yes,
Everyone
yes,
hated
yes.
that shit.
It was just like the other
No.
game, and it flopped big time.
Too Human was the controls, man. I
Too
was
Human
like,
was too
what
bad?
the
It was
fuck?
too bad.
Nah,
Yes.
it
I will
wasn't
give you
bad.
that one. That was a good one.
I got the demo of that shit.
Nah, everyone got the demo.
The demo was horrible.
And
That was
was
the
it?
worst decision
That-
they could have done.
that was
Why'd
the
they
last
do
thing.
that?
Well, why come out with a demo if it sucks?
They
Can't
could've-
just come out with a game.
They could have tricked
Trick
people.
everybody.
The worst-
They could've.
Could have made that trick money.
Worst control scheme ever.
Well, as long as they didn't do it like that, your favor would be okay.
Go ahead, man.
Let me see. What am I gonna say here? So, another game that's kind of left field would be Ico or Echo, however you want to pronounce it.
Okay.
How would that work?
Well,
That's
you
what,
were
that's what the big old motherfuckers, right?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you were the
I
guy-
know how to
That was
work,
the
yeah.
prequel
and
to
you had to hold
like,
hands and like
Shadow of
drag
the
this
Colossus?
other. You had to drag.
Not really, no.
you had to drag Yorda, this other girl, around and like do puzzles and try and get her across things.
But you had to
Oh.
keep dragging her. So you mean like the second player would be
Second
her?
player would be her, and they'd have
Right.
to make puzzles where you both have to do stuff to get
Right.
out of
Yeah.
things. But
Gotcha.
you already got the people there, so might as well make the game
Okay.
something like that.
That would work.
So
That would work.
yeah,
Yeah. And
So
it would be the
they're
same.
on the same screen.
Yeah,
so
it would be the same screen.
same
And
type of thing. So if you're gonna make a sequel to it, do something like that.
That's cool.
All right,
That's a good one.
made it quick and simple. Next,
This one is very left field. I don't know if too many people have heard of it, but Armored Core.
I remember our.
yeah,
that was
they
the
remember
mech.
Armored Core.
The mech.
That's
yeah.
a game.
huge
I remember that.
franchise.
Yeah, that was a huge.
That's not
it
the
is.
one I played, right? When I was.
They made a lot of them.
That was
I
Mecha
know,
Assault.
I know. I have them. I
Assault,
have them
right?
for Xbox for 360.
There's a lot of them.
And
Didn't
That's the
wait.
people. Those are the people who make Bloodborne
It's
and
not-
Dark Souls.
I don't want to confuse it with this other game, but is that the? No, wait, I think it's Steel
Armored
Battalion.
Core. Nah, not that.
That's the one with the controller, right? With the
That's the
fucking
huge controller.
the world record holder for the most buttons on the controller.
no,
All right,
no,
never
no,
mind.
no.
Sorry,
Armored Core.
that's
Armored Core is different. It is a
Sorry.
mech game.
Armored
Yeah,
Core is
yeah.
when
But
you
it's a-
build
it's
your
a-
mech.
Yeah,
Right.
You build it.
Ton
You
of-
put
I got it now.
different
Ton of
weapons.
customization.
I remember.
Yeah,
Now.
different.
For you
beam
Gundam
sabers.
fans, you Gundams.
This guy,
I'm surprised.
virtual on
I'm surprised.
Yes.
Gundam.
Gundam.
I'm surprised they
Gundam.
never.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they never cross promoted and put Gundam in that.
That would have been smart.
Gundam.
'cause-
Spank, spank,
'cause
spank,
they had-
spank, 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 spank. Gundam.
Yo, why is
Spank,
he still
spank.
talking? Why is he still talking?
Wow.
It's not your turn yet.
nice way to treat your guests.
But,
Go ahead, man.
But yeah, it was the perfect platform because you're battling in huge arenas. Like
I was never big on the game, but I played it.
and you go through like armies, like tanks and other mechs. Like
It was pretty cool.
2-player,
So since
madness,
PlayStation 1.
complete madness.
I think it was since PlayStation
That would
1.
be great.
Never played it, but I know about it.
They swear that they were going to do it. Like when they said, oh, what's the new announcement from the Bloodborne people or whatever. And they was like, oh, it might be an Armored Core. They still have plans for it. It's not dead. So it could pop up out of nowhere.
That would be cool.
Take a
From out of
listen to
nowhere.
that.
Two players.
Two players. Eric,
I believe Kev will probably agree with this one wholeheartedly. Star Fox.
Yeah.
Of course he would.
oh okay.
Star Fox has
That would be
it's
dope.
been dying,
Split screen.
dying
Easily.
to be a co-op.
Wasn't
In many ways.
wasn't part 2 like the one that just came out on the Super NES console? Wasn't that 2 players like that split screen? I think it was.
A battle
it?
mode was.
Was it just battle?
There was a battle mode. Yeah, that's 2 players.
I don't know if it was 2.
There was a
co-op.
tank. The one with the tank too. You could be a tank. And
I think that was in the original 2.
Yeah.
But like I said, I never played anybody.
But you could do it like while you're both flying. You could split it. You
Yeah,
could,
one
you
could be
could
on
have
the ground, one could
you
be
could
in
be
the
on
air.
you could be on the ground. You could be in a tank. The other one's in the
And
air.
then you could run.
And,
and you could
and
be out of your vehicle and
Yeah.
Then
with
they should
little-
just make it
little
4-player.
feet. Triangle legs.
and add a little cover system to it too when you're on the ground too. I'm
Because he
telling
had
you, man.
because he had a 4-man squad, right?
Yes, he did.
So
I think
yeah.
two. Didn't one of
I
them
think that'd be
retire
dope.
though?
Toady? I don't know.
No, that's totally
Wow.
Peppy. Peppy.
Peppy,
Peppy.
yeah.
like this all the time.
He was the old timer.
Yeah, I think he was. No,
I
they
don't
should.
know that story.
Neither do I.
The frog was always the one in trouble because he was like the worst pilot ever.
The stage
So
will-
like,
the
yo, he
stage
got
will
his
just start.
he got his flight license for no reason. Oh, I'm half dead. Like, what do you
What the
mean?
hell's
Stage
the
two,
credits haven't even ended. Like,
You start the stage. I need help, Fox.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker, we're not
Yeah,
even doing
man.
anything yet.
We didn't do anything.
Why are
you
you fucking in trouble?
you didn't even leave the ship.
You didn't even
need
take
help.
off.
No, that would be so dope if it was 2 players.
Yeah.
It'd be really, really, really dope.
I only got one more, man.
Interesting. All right.
I only got one more, and this is one of my. This game is dear to my heart,
Okay.
and I really wanted
Are you
this.
getting emotional?
Tetris.
I really
Tetris.
wish.
Tetris.
Two-player
again.
I was saying, no, man, not,
You getting emotional?
Co-op.
not Tetris.
Co-op. 2 blocks at a time.
No, man.
Yeah.
I,
I'll fuck
and I
everything
would,
up.
and they never came out with a sequel for this game. This is a one and done. That's it. You never hear about this game anywhere. Nobody probably knows even what the fuck
Cookies
I'm talking
and
about.
cream.
Stranglehold.
Strangle.
Stranglehold.
Stranglehold.
Yo, wait,
Needs-
the John
first of
Woo
all-
thing?
Yes.
Yo, that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chow
that game
Yun
was
Fat.
dope.
Chow Yun
Yes.
Fat.
Chow Yun Fat.
But how ill would it be if you
That was
could
with the
play
analog
2 players?
controller.
Huh?
Right? That was with the analog fighting, right?
No,
No,
you're thinking of
no,
Dead to
no,
Rights.
no.
I think
Okay.
it was.
No, no,
or-
not
Jay,
Dead to
this is
Rights.
when the walls shoot you.
Was that the Jackie
The
Chan?
walls are
Well, I'm
shooting.
thinking of
Yes.
the Jackie Chan
It's a
one.
shooter.
think of the Jackie Chan
It's a
one.
shooter where you play as Chow Yun Fat
I mean,
with 2
Jet Li.
guns, and you get power ups, and they have the slow mo. Fucking
bullet time is
bullet time
ill.
is ill.
You can guide your bullet.
Yes.
The
Well,
mattress
they have
effect.
power ups that you
That
get in the
mattress.
stage. It gets ridiculous. Like
I remember
the
that. I remember
the
that game. That
first
game was ill.
4 stages
Until it
are
cheated.
normal, and then it gets fucking insane.
Yeah,
It gets
yeah.
ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And I beat that game. I don't know how I beat that game.
You had to beat the wall.
It was
Yeah,
no, it was
the wall shooting.
it was a helicopter. Was the last boss, and this fucking thing was shoot, and you had everything was destructible. So everything you hid behind, the fucking
Gone.
helicopter just killed you right away. I died so many fucking times, and
We
I
watched.
don't know how.
We watched.
I did a couple of like rolls or whatever, and I ended up dodging like the bullets, and then I kept shooting. It was like an hour. I'm fighting this guy.
You
and,
found the
and there was no the checkpoints
yeah.
was like ridiculously bad. Like there were bad checkpoints
Yep.
towards the end of the
Super
game.
long. Super
Like
long.
like you're playing like 40 minutes of fucking nonstop shooting, enemies coming out everywhere.
I'm not about
Dudes
that
in
life.
dudes in body armor
and you can't
whatnot.
fuck up once. You can't fuck up once because if you fuck up once, you got to do that whole shit over again.
Exactly.
Am I thinking of the wrong game? Can you like grab him and slam him on the
let me,
table?
Let me.
That's the wrong game.
All right.
Because this is the one with the guns. And you gotta jump around like Max Payne.
Yeah, it's very similar to Max Payne.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
You
thinking
could-
of the
you
other
could-
like
game.
Max
You could jump on a
Payne.
cart and slide on the cart.
Yeah, remember
All
that.
I gotta do is
so
show you
dope.
the.
So dope.
I liked the
Oh, what the
demo,
hell?
and then when I saw the stage you played out, I said, "Fuck this game."
Actually, I'm gonna pull this shit up. Hold on.
I'm
let
not
me-
doing
so I
this.
could-
I'm not doing this to myself. I like to enjoy my.
There it
games.
goes.
There you
Yeah,
go.
buddy.
That's Stranglehold right there.
No,
man.
that's Max Payne.
That's
Max Payne.
Strangle.
That's Max Payne.
That's Stranglehold.
No, that's Max Payne.
Stranglehold was dope.
Max Payne.
That shit is dope.
That's Grand Theft.
That was for 360, right?
360. Look at that. And I mean, the graphics still hold up to this day, man.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
It's
not
not a
bad at
bad
all.
game. I actually, I don't know. I wanted to play this the other
You could
day.
shoot,
I was
you could
like,
break
oh,
glasses
shit.
and shit, like all this stuff on the
Yo,
table.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get the power ups of this shit though.
Everything is
When
When you
destructible.
got when you got the what was it? It was an origami thing. If you pick that shit up on the stage or whatever, it gave you a power up. So you could, and it was 4 different ones, and they're all different. And the one was a bullet time where actually it's like a Sniper,
Yeah.
the game Sniper
Yeah.
Elite,
Yeah.
where you see
You
the
can
bullet
Mm-hmm.
in slow motion, and then you see it
And you
go
could put
through.
it right through their eye.
Yeah, and then you just see that shit go through their leg or their eye, the forehead, the
Yup.
fucking shoulder. Oh man,
It
So
was
they just-
awesome.
so satisfying, man. There it
So
is.
they-
Look at him.
So they just needed to add one more power up for
Well,
2
they,
players.
They need, yeah. Well, first of all, they need to make a sequel to this shit. They just forgot about this
John
game.
Woo was forgotten.
They forgot
Nobody's
about.
talking about John
They
Woo. no
forgot.
more.
Well, change it. Make it someone else, man. Shit.
Nobody has
Who's-
that legacy.
Who's the?
Who's the gun guy now?
Legacy.
There's nobody.
John Wick, son.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey.
If they made a John Wick
yeah,
game,
I
take
got it,
notes.
yeah.
Take
All right.
notes.
Yeah, that definitely should happen.
Yeah, man.
That definitely
there you
should
go.
happen.
Good.
Yeah,
There's
man.
only
Good
one
call,
John
man.
Wick though. Damn it.
Good
Nah,
call.
but
There
nah,
you go.
it could be like a prequel to John Wick.
And
where
Bruce
he's-
Willis. Just put Bruce
where-
Willis in there.
Where it's
Bruce
him,
Willis?
where it's
Bruce
John
Willis?
Wick
Yes.
and Common's character. Like they have a job together and they're both just ill doing
They
I
have,
crazy
couldn't
gun
be
stuff.
common.
if
No.
they just took the.
Damn. The
Nah,
hate
they-
is real.
They need to take the controls because the thing that was good about the game, even though like the bullets went through walls and shit, and
Yeah.
like you died a lot, the controls were spot
Crisp.
on. They were perfect.
They were crisp.
Play it again.
Perfect controls. You could
This
play
is
it now. and
nostalgia
still-
talking.
It was crisp.
I should stream that shit. I should stream it.
You no, seriously,
should-
you should.
I should
Absolutely.
stream it.
Absolutely.
Nobody's playing this shit.
Nah.
Scream
Nobody is
You
playing.
scream that shit.
You'll
It'll be
be
annoying.
fucking pissed.
But I don't want my blood pressure to go up.
Yeah,
that
some
shit is
games-
hard.
That
man.
game
shit
would
is
raise
tough.
your blood
I don't
That
pressure.
shit is tough.
I don't
man.
even know why me and Jay stream fucking Cuphead.
No,
We
it's
just
tough.
yell every fucking time.
Oh my god,
We're so
it's
close
tough.
to beating it.
It's
We
very
gotta do
close.
it. You gotta do
Oh
Are,
it.
my
are,
God,
are,
it's
are you
tough.
off tomorrow?
No,
Fuck.
but I can play it later if
Okay.
you're off.
I'm home all day.
I'll do it.
All day.
All right.
Who's next, Jay?
Yeah, I got a few more, so I'm gonna go through a little bit.
I have one and an honorable mention.
So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna say
Oh, you-
3 here, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna do some quick ones. Actually, I could do 4 quick. I could do 3 quick ones and another one. All right, so 99 Nights because I need another reason to play it.
Hey, 99 nights.
Yeah.
I need another reason to play that.
Yeah.
Part 1, not 2. 1.
Okay.
2 players with that music. It's dope.
Can I just say real quick? One me we on tubes.
Yes.
One me. And then it was silent.
Oh, wait,
Remember that?
They would what was it? The quack the
Pucks.
the pucks.
The Pucks.
The plucks.
That's the greatest name of all
Oh,
time.
God.
But I mean, with Dynasty Warriors, those types of games, it's easily 2 players. You can easily do that. Where is it? Near Automata, like that could be in the same vein as like Ninja Gaiden and stuff. The way you fight, or
Yeah.
like
Devil
Devil
May
May Cry. Like you can
Yeah.
add that and be 2 players if you can
Yeah.
do it on there. You always have a person following you in that too. So why not make it 2 players?
Of course.
Where's the other? Siphon Filter.
Oh
one.
shit! That was a good one. That's a
I
good
got
one.
I missed
Damn
it.
it!
Yeah.
I wanted
forgot
that
about
to be
that.
two
Yeah,
players. They need to
man.
bring that back.
Yes, they do.
I had a lot of funny shit in there.
Yeah.
That was good.
Plus, you can have cover. You can just shoot stuff. You can shock the shit out of them. I just want to do that.
I just want to kill
science.
science. Just let me kill scientists. I just want to kill scientists.
That was your favorite part of the game.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
know that was your favorite
Oh,
part
I
of the
want.
game.
See, listen. You can. I want you to shock someone and hold them there,
And
I
drop
shoot
a
a
chandelier.
and it'll fall on it.
Oh my God.
With stupid physics, so they flop,
Oh, man.
flop everywhere.
That was a good game.
So I want that.
Good
I want
series.
that back. And then another quick one: Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter. There are already two people there. Just make
Yeah.
it two
Yeah.
players
Wait, they're
somehow.
that's
not. Wait,
an
they're not
easy
two
one, though.
players.
Not two
No, they're
players.
not two
There's
players.
two players in the name.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
What
know.
the fuck is going on?
I know.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
They
a
could make-
sidekick that's with you the whole time, and
I mean, they have to change the way the game is, but it's already they're stars. Just
Yeah.
make them.
That's
Two
stupid.
players.
That's
Yeah.
stupid. That's
in the
Yeah.
later games you play as both.
You can
fucking
switch 'em up.
characters. Yeah, but why can't you have a
That's
co-op
called
partner?
laziness.
Because one's a
Completely.
backpack.
Yeah.
One's a backpack, and the other
Yeah.
one's pretty much a backpack. So, and then I got one more, but I'm gonna go last.
Okay. My next one is because I have two more. I can breeze over one real quick.
Go ahead.
Final Fantasy 15. You have 3 characters following you at all times, except for
That's true. Most
a
of the
couple.
game.
Yeah, most of the game you have 3 characters following
And
you
you
at
can
all
now
times.
switch between them now, which is I haven't done it, but I downloaded it. That
Okay.
25 gig download.
What? You
God.
couldn't switch them between them?
No.
Damn.
What?
You were
No.
always the main dude.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep. The entire game.
25 gig download. No.
Wait,
God damn it.
wait.
man.
It
That's
took
fucking
a
huge.
25 gig download to do
No, there's
that.
a lot of extra stuff.
I know, but you
Yeah,
can switch between
but
them
still.
now?
You can switch between them on the fly.
You
now.
couldn't do that before. Wow.
That's crazy.
You wouldn't.
Wow.
You haven't been able to do that in a long time. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You always set them up to do stuff, and they do it on the fly.
Oh my God.
But now
Wow.
you can switch and tell them to do specific stuff, or it could be multi. I don't know if you can play multi in the real game though.
I
But
wish.
Yeah, the combat mode.
I
But
wish because that combat was so dope. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved it. But my last one, Batman.
Ah, you took
there it
mine.
is.
Hands down.
Everyone's got it.
You know what?
Batman and Robin, Batman and Batgirl, Batman and Red Hood. Like,
You
Yeah.
can't be Batman and Red Hood.
yeah, you can. Shh,
Yeah.
hush.
No.
They got the cast for it.
Yeah.
And the city is big enough to have
And they
that
got
many
the-
characters running around at the same time.
And they got the
fighting crime.
vehicles. They got the Batmobile. You have the
Mhm.
Robin cycle.
Yeah.
Going to different areas of the city.
It could be
Split the fucking
Batman
screen.
and the red dude with the gold.
I almost put this on the list,
That
but
guy.
then I was like, this is too easy. This is an obvious.
it
I know
is.
someone else is going to have
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Azrael.
Yeah.
No, it's
Azrael?
on everybody's list.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Batman and Robin
I was waiting for that.
needs. That's on my last one on my list.
When you said
well,
when
I
you
have an
said
honorable
Shadow,
mention.
I'm saying when you said Shadow Mode, I was like, how you guys
Right.
Batman?
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
That was
I'm
another
saving
one.
that for the end.
That was another one. I was like, somebody is.
No,
Yeah, that was
I
that
think
was my big
I think
one.
if there's any of the games that we mentioned, that one needs to happen. Like if you know they're like, oh, we don't want to do another Batman, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Do a co-op Batman.
Yeah,
Just
no.
do a
Seriously.
co-op Batman. Just do it.
Right.
Like
Imagine them just-
especially the Predator shit. Like
Oh,
when you're sneaking
yeah.
around and stuff. Like, come on,
oh,
man.
that is so fun.
One's hiding in the grating, the other one's on the stupid gargoyle and shit. Like, come
Right.
on, man.
Distracting them, like you draw attention, someone sneaks up.
Dude.
Right.
I throw batarangs. They'd be like, what is that? And then you drop down. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
choke them out.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
game, yo, it's so well
No,
done.
that'd be the best, easily best Batman.
Y'all listening, Rockstar?
Seriously,
They're
man.
not listening.
I know.
They're like,
bro.
Superman.
Warner Brothers. man.
Superman. You still thinking of Superman?
It's Warner Brothers, man. They're gonna
All right,
kill
my
that shit.
my last honorable mention because Batman was officially my last one was Metroid.
Yeah.
Two-player Metroid.
To play
That's
Metroid.
Well, who
interesting.
would be the second?
Metro.
Make up some fucking person. Like
Metch
make, at
Man.
this
Make
point,
up a person.
make up some
Make up-
fucking person.
Make
that,
up a character.
that's part of her fucking group or whatever.
Right.
That was in the other M. And the thing that made me say Metroid is remember Nintendo Land?
Mhm.
If you ever played Nintendo Land for the Wii U,
Yeah, I have it.
there's a player running on the ground and someone flying in the ship shooting
Yeah.
people while the other one's running on the ground. Like if they have that kind of a dynamic in there also, similar to also Star Fox, you can do that too. It would be pretty fucking crazy.
So you could be a Metroid flying around.
no
and
Metroid, no
Yeah.
Metroid.
Metroid
Why not?
flying around.
No, I don't
You
want to
shoot
be
like pellets.
Let me just.
Nah,
They
man.
can do it.
No, fuck them. No, that's ruin.
That's the
everything.
only way to do it.
Oh man.
The baby
Nah.
Metroid has grown up and taken over
All
some fake person.
Now it's,
That's the second
bounty
person.
hunting.
That's the second person.
You got one, man?
Yeah. Let me see. All right. So, do I have another one I can say before that? I mean, you said Zelda. I was gonna say Overhead Zelda, like part 3, but
Okay.
multiplayer
That
on the
would
same
still work.
screen.
Yeah, that would still
That
work.
would
With two
work.
different
Very well.
characters,
That would
not
work.
just two links like you
That's a good
said.
idea.
But where's another one?
Rome.
Stop it.
Keep going.
Rome, that's a bad game.
It was, man. It was boring. I tried
Wait,
to fucking
that's a
play it.
game?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Son of.
It was one of the launch titles.
Yeah.
Rome,
my
Rome,
God.
Son of Man, or
For
something
like
like that. Son
360?
of- Yeah.
It was
No,
one-
No, it's
Xbox One.
It was Xbox One.
Wow, that makes it worse.
I got the Xbox One late, but
It was free
I was like, oh, this is cool. Let
Like,
me.
2 months ago.
I've always wanted to try this out. It's a fucking.
Nope.
It's a tech demo.
Yeah, Xbox.
It really
stinks.
is. They rushed the shit out of that game.
Xbox terrible.
Boring.
My final will be Resident Evil 2. I want
Resident
them to
Evil
make-
2.
I want them to do it over.
He said,
I need some sound effects.
Yo,
That's
Yo,
more
we're on
accurate.
the same key, dog.
That's more accurate. That's more accurate. Right.
But Resident Evil 2 already has 2 characters that play at the same time doing the same story.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
same fucking place.
So
Mhm.
they have to figure out. I want them to figure out. I mean, this is not online. If it was online, it's a different story. But
Right.
couch co-op is different.
Mhm.
So I want them to figure out how to get both of them to do.
Make a puzzle.
The same way they did
Same
it on
story,
that
but
DLC
split.
they did years ago. I think it was with Resident Evil 5. It was Jill and Chris in that flashback
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
yeah.
like a it wasn't like, that crazy action pack.
Yeah,
They had to
yeah,
sneak
yeah.
around and stuff like that, and like it was very puzzle oriented. Do it that way.
Yeah.
Do it that way. Split the screen in half.
Mm.
Perfect. Done.
I want to
happy.
see it because I haven't heard nothing about the
I was,
game
I've heard
and I was just gonna say,
at all.
Haven't heard
speaking
shit.
of Resident Evil 2.
So surprise us with some good news,
Yeah,
and not
yeah.
the bad news that I think you're gonna give us.
Yeah. I don't
And I won't be playing Resident Evil 2 if they tell us that it's first
Yeah.
person. But
Oh,
if
nah,
it's
chill. I ain't about that life.
First person can kiss my ass.
if it's like 5 but way more
That game
polished,
is mad creepy.
then it'll be great.
Nah.
Yo, Kev did a fucking VR with that shit.
I don't know how he did that because I can't even watch a demo.
And
Yo,
he
have you ever
he
seen?
prefers it.
Have you ever seen the video of him doing that?
No.
He got so
Yeah.
shook, he knocked the controller out, and the
Yeah.
camera got knocked over.
Yeah.
And I saw it live. His body said, like, fucking looked like he was having a heart attack.
Shit.
Yeah, if y'all haven't watched the Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 7
Seven.
Seven.
Yeah, I'm
The
like, wait.
playthrough.
7.
the Resident Evil 7 VR playthrough by Turbo.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
His main, his
the
main
jump
line.
scares, the
I
jump
heard-
scares are some of the
Get
best.
out of here.
I heard him do it
Get
live,
out
man.
of here. So he says, get out of here. Get out of here.
Nah,
So we're
dude.
gonna live that down.
All right.
Ain't about that life.
So
But I have another quick thing. They need to. This is very quick. They need to bring. Was it Underground? River City Ransom Underground, right? Is that the one, or is it?
Underground's, yeah.
That's the one that's out
Yeah.
for the PC.
Yeah.
That needs to come out for the system as a multiplayer game, couch co-op. That needs to just happen.
Yeah.
It's already out. Just
Look,
bring it
any
out.
It's already co-op. It's already out.
For
Just
any
bring it out for
Bring
a
it to the
system.
Switch.
Bring it to a system.
Yeah,
in general.
a system, whatever.
I'll play it on the TV without using
That-
the HDMI.
The game is
Word.
amazing. Best beat 'em up all time.
Yeah. I don't need another.
What about Streets of Rage though?
Nah,
Better than
not
Streets
better
of Rage.
than not better than
What?
River
Damn.
City Ransom.
River City Underground
Yeah,
beats
it's
Streets of
great.
Rage.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it
Does.
does.
Okay.
But of course
Okay.
we'll never find out because it's on the PC.
Damn it, man.
I know. Anyone else have any more?
Nah, that's it, man.
It's time for some wings, bitches.
Well, we gotta do an outro.
No, that's the outro. It's time for some wings, bitches.
That's not the
Wow.
No, it's not.
Wow.
I
No,
don't
it
even know what
isn't.
that means.
Jay, go ahead, man. Sign us out.
Okay. Subscribe on Twitch. Subscribe on
The Twitter.
the Twitter, however you like to say it.
On the Twitter.
Subscribe on YouTube. Give us some likes. Give us some comments. You know the deal.
Show
All
us
right.
some love.
Level 857. And till next time, we out.
Yeah, and leave some comments.
Thanks for having me,
If we
guys.
if we missed
Yeah.
anything, leave it in the comments.
That's right.
Big Choco. We out like sauerkraut.
Thanks
That's a
for watching.